Hello, and welcome back to our bike ride on Transfaragasan. From Belialac, the top of the Romanian Carpathians, to a small town called Arafu. We're crossing the Carpathians on Alpine Pass Road Transfaragasan from north to south, and we just began our bike ride a couple of kilometers ago. This is a 360 degrees movie. You always see what exactly happens above and beside of you by turning your device. The camera was mounted on a tripod 1.20 meters above me. You can see every action I make on my trike and enjoy the beauty of the landscape. Don't forget. Turn your device in every direction you want to looking to. We are now since nearly 20 kilometers on the south side of the Carpathians in the county of Argus and the middle of Romania at all. The steepest streets are now over and the amount of traffic will raise now until the end of our adventure in a bit more than 45 kilometers. The Transfaragasan has a length of 90 kilometers and was a former forest path which has started to build to a regular street in 1970. 830 bridges and 28 viaducts later, Romania celebrated the grand opening of this spectacular street in 1974. The maximum height over sea level of Transfaragasan, or DN7C, the public name, is about 2,050 meters in Belialac. You remember? It was the starting point in our very first episode. As we entered the tunnel at Belialac, we left the county Sibiu and entered the county of Argus. This tunnel was approximately 800 meters long and is the longest tunnel of Romania. In later episodes we will pass 3 more tunnels which are all way shorter than the tunnel of Belialac. The Transfaragasan was mainly a military street. Influenced by the events of Prager Spring in 1968, the communist leader of Romania Nicolae Ceausescu decides to build this street to deploy rapidly troops over the Carpathians. So the most of the construction workers were Romanian soldiers. Also, this spectacular street has a dark side. Plenty of workers has been killed on construction. The exact numbers depend on source of reporting. The officials reported around 40 workers, but the workers by themselves reported over 400 people get been killed. Different sources reported about 400 at the tunnel of Belia and 400 further at the Vidaru Dam, which we will pass in a later episode. Tragically, the exact number of victims is still unknown after almost 50 years. The complete street can just been driven in summer from July to October. Massive snow covered the area from early fall until late in spring, and it takes a lot of work to clean the street from snow each year. Now this area around the Carpathians and especially the Transfaragasan is a place for tourists to be and an absolute recommendation of mine. You can find here all kinds of activities and plenty of hotels which fulfill West European standards. This parts of the Carpathians are good for hiking and also for some water sports on the Vidaru Reservoir. The Transfaragasan is very popular by cyclists. If you plan your tour to the right time of the year and into a week, you can avoid massive car traffic. But please be aware, this tour is super heavy, especially in case you come from the north. In our case, a support car was carrying the complete luggage for the night and collected cyclists which get been injured or had got defects on their bicycles. Sure, everything can be handled in case you're alone too. But keep in mind that a support car can be very useful for more than just carry the luggage. But currently, it seems to be the most comfortable for you to keep your seat and take the ride with me. You agree? For now, this episode of our ride on Transfaragasan comes to an end and I have to say goodbye to you. I hope you will be my co-pilot in my upcoming episodes too. Have a great time and see you soon. Goodbye.